You might have thought you were just being responsible as a kid, but the truth is, you were surviving a childhood no one told you how to have, and that survival shaped you in ways you're only starting to notice. This video is for the kids who were expected to act like adults before they even knew how to play. The ones who learned to solve problems quietly, hold secrets no one should, and keep their feelings locked away. If that's you, you're not imagining it, and you're not alone. Psychologists say that when children face pressure too soon, their brains don't just cope, they adapt. They create patterns of strength and blind spots that last long into adulthood. But what exactly happens when a child's world forces them to grow up too fast? The answers may surprise you. Some children carry responsibilities invisible to everyone else, managing emotions, keeping family peace, protecting siblings. At first, it feels normal, like helping out. But over time, the brain learns. My safety depends on me, not anyone else. They become quietly capable, but the cost. They start to doubt if anyone can truly support them. And here's the part most people miss. That doubt doesn't go away, even when the responsibility ends. Growing up fast forces early independence. These kids stop asking for help because they expect disappointment. Comfort becomes foreign. They might seem confident, even in stressful situations, but inside, they're constantly measuring how much they can trust others, and that trust rarely comes easy. And the irony, even when help is offered, it can feel threatening, almost uncomfortable. Here, where it gets complicated, part of them matures early. They are wise, responsible, and serious. But other parts remain like a child waiting for permission to feel, to play, to fail without guilt. This split creates inner tension, outwardly strong, inwardly unsure. Most adults never recognize this split until something small triggers it, and suddenly, decades of restraint resurface. Calm moments are tricky. A child growing up too soon often links stillness with danger. When things were quiet, something usually went wrong. Their nervous system stays on high alert. Even as adults, doing nothing feels wrong. Rest doesn't feel like rest. It feels like being irresponsible, unsafe, or guilty. And it's subtle. They might never admit it, but their brain learned to stay busy to survive. Self-care becomes a strange concept. Early responsibility teaches a child, if I need, I burden others. Later, asking for support feels like stealing. Apologizing for resting, hesitating to share feelings, even discomfort with love, all traces back to that early survival mode. And yet, deep down, the part of them that was a child still longs for safety. They just don't always know how to take it. Growing up too soon sharpens emotional intuition. They can sense moods, anticipate trouble, and read people effortlessly. But they also learn to protect themselves. They know what it costs to care without boundaries, so they become guarded, careful with empathy, selective with trust. It's a skill, but it can make real connection feel risky, even decades later. Psychology doesn't call this brokenness, it calls it adaptation. You learn to survive a childhood that demanded more than anyone should. Strength before softness, responsibility before play, caution before freedom. And that survival skill, it's remarkable, but it also explains the struggle of being okay with yourself now. The question is, can you unlearn the constant need to prove you're enough? Healing isn't about going back and erasing the past. It's about recognizing you were always allowed to rest, to fail, to feel. It's about telling that inner child, you survived, you mattered, and now you can allow yourself peace. That permission can feel strange at first, but it's transformative. And once you do, everything you've built inside can finally meet softness, without fear. So I have to ask, were you the child who carried more than anyone should? And if you were, are you still carrying that weight today? Comment below, I want to know your story.